There. Let's see. Chat with participants. Oh, tournaments give something? Hello, tournament is free? Yeah. Hello. I probably won't play as often this season since I'm like in charge this time. Um but wanted to play today, so let me go. I'm answering this chat. Okay, now I should be able to see. How are we all doing tonight? Let's see. Nothing sweeter than a first round bye to Belteshazzar of all people. That's that should be illegal. I need to there we go. Had to put streamer mode back on. There's this new really annoying thing where when you're in streamer mode, you when you go to copy a Discord um invite link, it literally just copies like hidden something something instead of the freaking um link. It's so annoying. And it wasn't always like that. All three icebounds in opening hand. At least you pulled one of them. You only need one, maybe two, right? Ouch. Um well, there's no reason for me to go up to 5 mana, so going for crazy? Hell yeah. I was gonna put on music. I really need to make either a separation on the audio, which I say every single time, or I need to put together a playlist that won't get me flagged. Um, because especially because I'm supposed to be putting all of the VODs over to YouTube for Keelon Guy this season. Let me know, as usual, if levels are too much. Look at that. It's Simon. Hello, Simon. Thank you for the follow. How long does it take for it to pass when my opponent doesn't show? I believe it's like 6 minutes or something. Uh, I don't think it is as many as 10 minutes, but I don't think it's as few as 5. It's weird. Like, I would assume it would be like 5 minutes, but it should be any second now. There's also, once again, not too much of a reason for me to go to. I'm not first. Okay, we're gonna do this because of the Havens. What's up, Salmon, by the way? A clue, I know. Monarchal, thank you for the follow. I have to get rid of my clue. Oh, and then you got rid of my freaking spindles. Come on, dude. You're gonna get the boosts on this either way, without Haven, with or without Haven. I think I have to hold off getting rid of the Haven and go with the Persephone. So I can at least maybe get one move, maybe two. Smooth jazz. Yeah, it's just royalty-free music. Oh, yes. Let me make sure to, for the stream. Tooth Fairy has Sabotage from anywhere. From reserve, you may pay 1. If you do, target character gains 2 boosts. I'm not a big fan of the pay 1, but since it's 2 boosts, it's not bad. Sabotage from anywhere, though. Dope. My plan to not win is working, though. Sabotage is my favorite effect in all of Altered. Now I know why you don't play Muna. 6 mana. We don't have a permanent yet, which is not great for our Esmeralda. The clue is 4. So we're gonna do a clue and Persephone, basically. I do play Muna. You're red, even in Twitch chat. At least on the screen that I'm watching chat on. Dun-dun-dun-dun. No Tooth Fairy for you. The only factions I haven't played in Trial by Frost are Axiom and Ysmir. I haven't started my Axiom yet, but I'm working on my Basira deck right now. Yeah, sometimes there's a difference between the color in the Streamlabs chat versus what it shows on Twitch, so... What are you doing playing that over there? Just trying to block me, huh? Do I want to... What do you classically have? If you have another Serengar, you'll match me there, so I guess we're just stacking. Just go Persephone on the other side. It's what I thought about doing, but I'm pretty sure chances are to get double blocked. Oh man, look at that. I'm so good. The less you let Bravos advance, the better you are. Yeah, but I'm not trying to win. You gotta remember. I'm trying to just give people a hard time. I'll try to win on Wednesday. Oh, come on. The draw in this game, though, is really what's letting me down. I feel like we're gonna get hit with the Tooth Fairy for sure. I'm just gonna go for a resupply and see what we get. Start of the second quarter for AWOL. Yeah, I think I have a couple more tweaks on this deck, but I want to try it at least one more Wednesday. It hasn't been doing as good as I thought it would. But I think the potential is there. Ooh, I did not get hit with the Tooth Fairy. Very interesting. Um, yeah, let's. I mean, they can win right here no matter what. So I'm gonna go for the resupply first, just to see what we pull. For the hell of it. The regions are not very much in my favor, though. Yay, there it is. All right, what matches do we got to jump over to? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Aren't you in a match right now, Simon? Or did you get a buy also? Oh no, Kaifu didn't show up. I'm canceling the whole tournament now. uh, I mean, there's not much point in playing it now, but I found it, so. Can I hold out in this game for just a little longer? 2 mana. This has the next character you play this turn loses fleeting. I mean, I can hold them to 1 advance. No, I can't. I'm sure they can very easily replace this. I don't think there's really anything that we can do to stay in there a little longer. So we'll just get rid of the mighty just for fun. Doop. And who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky, and there is no. Well, I just let him draw a card, so I won easy. Nice. Got a buy, even better. The red, yeah. I figured you could easily replace it. Needed to sleep instead of placing cards down. There is no 2-drop embossing, say. Never. I brought that red from Mighty Jin. Classic. Okay. Let's see where we're at here. Thank you for knocking me out, McGroy boy. Appreciate it. I see a Gamma Knight game that just started. Let's go to the game. And then I'm gonna have to fix this little box here. Because we're now switching to spectating mode. I think on Tuesdays now, if I'm not busy, I'm gonna do a stream and do like Tinkering Tuesdays or something like that, where I just stream like playing the decks that I'm working on and editing them. I love that Gamma Knight is still on Navenka and is currently putting work into a Kojo. The OG Navenka gamer, absolutely. This Kojo though with the Icebound Peak, I'm digging it. That's a pretty big play there. Also realizing I'm kind of tired today. Hoping for the anchor, I assume. not much to do with stats there. Let's take a look at this Hatter when all of the cycles end. Okay. When you roll one or more dice, you may, I think, return a card or something, but the ink caster picked it back up. I like the peak in Kojo, but I feel like it requires you to be playing the milk package, which I am not sold on. I'll show you a milk package. Just kidding. Yeah, I love it in Basira though. Also, milk with Buddha is actually pretty cracked. So, oat milk or soy milk. I could go for either. I think both both oat and soy are pretty environmentally friendly overall, and both taste good. So. Although when people try to tell you like something about an alternative milk taking water or something and they reference almond milk, just know that it's still less than whole milk. Yeah. Yeah, big dairy's pretty evil. Yeah, so when you roll a dice, you may return a card from your reserve to your hand. Ooh, I like this turn we have from Gamma Knight though. We have the rare martingale out, classic Nevenka tech, allowing you to add a 1 to the die. We have we have the Hatter, that whenever you roll, you may return a card from your reserve. Um, so we're gonna get the Ink Caster cycle back. It's a huge joke. What's the joke? How much you hate Big Dairy? Or the fact that Big Dairy exists? Because it definitely does. Just wait until you hear about Big Honey, though. Mana eruption. Whoa, no. It's gonna hit the Hatter, right? Yep. No, the Hatter. Yeah, yeah. The got milk ads when I was growing up, those are a little funnier now. I like how drinking a glass of milk has also become like the sign of a villain. It's pretty great. All right. This isn't over for the Kojo yet. There's a mana advantage, card advantage to Navenka. My headset just randomly shut off for no reason, so that's cool. I think this headset's kind of going out. Um, having to. Okay, I was gonna say it's the common Scotty. Oh, the Scotty hits the Inkcaster, and then a Tanuki comes out to hit the Pathfinder. Stats wise, Kojo is winning, and when you're in this kind of situation, it could be anyone's game, really. Scotty doesn't know. Good song. Yeah. Nothing like Big Avocado. I actually don't know very much about Big Avocado, but fruit companies and things is a whole another thing. Why is the game playing so fast? Did we get behind? What's up, Sayonara? And Gamma Knight takes it with a sneaky little snowman in the last second. Maybe Gamma Knight just played that quickly. But usually when the screen starts moving like that, it's because like BGA got behind. Let me fix my headset. There's also like a loose shaky piece. All right. We We got Arthur against Wyvern. We got, ooh, Elwiwi against Doombringer. Let's check that out. Snowman strong indeed. Oh, hey, PKP Psychos is in here tonight. That's great to see. We had two players that had the bye match against each other and then not show up. K by any name. Loving some people we're seeing in here. There's Creative. Belteshazzar waiting on a match. Dexter is going. Let's see this Elwiwi game. I also got a new office chair, but I did not feel like building it earlier because I had a headache. All right. Elwiwi on the Fen. Be interesting to see how this Fen deck evolves in Trial by Frost. We're seeing a Will-O-the-Wisp, Sleight of Hand, Nyala. I thought I liked Will-O-the-Wisp, but I don't know if I actually do. I'm kind of interested in the fact that it's being played in Fen. The support ability is maybe a big reason. A lot of Fen decks these days rely on cycling through cards and those support abilities, so it's kind of like a bonus. The more I see it, the less I like it. Yeah, I tried it out in Tasia for a little bit, but I have a pretty good Muna unique Will-O-Wisp, but I am not playing it currently. It just catches removal really quickly because it gives things fleeting too much. Okay, what do we got here? Doombringer on the tree and the frozen reprocessor. I have not seen Doombringer's deck this season yet. Got the Vike. Not too much going on in the discards yet. Be interesting to see what Elwiwi picks up here. Whether it is the Tanuki or the Off You Go. I'd almost think the Tanuki is pulled up first in this situation with how Doombringer is going to be utilizing the reserve. Ooh, look at that. The Tanuki goes back into hand and gets played to remove the Kelvin. Does not want retaliation. So Lord Kelvin, you may exhaust target card in reserve. I feel like that's a card we haven't seen too much of yet. Also, if I ever get my hands on Kelvin, I'm gonna have to have a word. Because how dare you be freezing the snoozer shroom like that? You gonna catch my hands? Not a fan of the Kelvin system. Yeah, I also hate the unit of measurement. We were the other day we were talking about like reveals and cards and how things were. Ooh, the rare Nyala. I did not think about that. I've never really looked at the rare, but that is cool. But the Fen of El Wee Wee here, about to close out the game. Very strong contender, very strong Fen player. The rare Nyala has from hand exhausted resupply, and then of course from anywhere exchange target card from your reserve with a card from your hand. I just have not really done anything with Nyala yet, but that's a huge case for the rare, being you can resupply something and then immediately pick it up. Very cool. But we were talking about different characters and stuff, and someone had mentioned like there was already Disney characters in the game, like Alice and stuff like that. I'm just like, it hurts my soul that all these characters are referred to as Disney characters. Um, and now I forgot how I was going to relate that back to anything. I lost, and then you see Dexter go offline. Good night, Dexter. But yeah, they are not Disney characters. Disney may own the rights currently, but they have not created them. Are there any actual Disney characters in Altered? I would think no, because if they were, they'd still be in copyright, right? Unique one? Paper Herald? Steamboat Willie is not Disney either, though, if you think about it. Steamboat Willie was Anna Bazooka. Thank you for the follow. I think technically, like, Steamboat Willie was created by Walt Disney, but I remember there was another guy involved, and then the character of Steamboat Willie or Mickey Mouse was already stolen from like another guy. You may discard a card from your reserve. If you do, you may return a spell from your reserve to your hand. Ooh, yeah, this is going to be a very tough turn. When a card leaves your reserve during the afternoon, up to one target character gains fleeting. Yeesh, that's a good Paper Herald for what LWW is doing. No, they are all Grimtails. Yeah, or older. Because Robin Hood is an old Scottish tale or something, right? Or am I thinking of Alice, the original Alice? Surprised to not see the Paper Herald come out, but maybe we read the fact that Keylon Burst had to be played, which is going to allow LWW to pick up a card, play this Tanuki, and get rid of more reserve. So many options I could not guess fully. What would be my recommendation for someone who is about to get into the game? It all depends on your level of investment and how you usually go about it. I feel that question is different person to person. I do have this lovely image though, that not that one. This game seemingly over. Thanks for the last Nuki. Yeah, El Weewee's gonna take it here. I break it down like this. This game is over, so I'll go over this real quick. So the absolute lowest and one of the areas I actually recommend frequently getting started with is buying a starter deck. if you're in the United States, I think Game Nerds still has them for pretty cheap, but I haven't checked for a bit. And then if you want, you don't have to, but I think it's fun. Buy like 4 booster packs and just see what you open and kind of start building on top of the starter deck. But the starter deck will get you everything you need to play for a really low cost. It'll get you a deck, it'll get you some cardboard tokens. They're not amazing, but they work. I technically actually still use them. Um, and then it'll get you a paper playmat and the rules and some quick references. I think the quick reference cards are actually super good at learning the game, and I tell people to just go down the bullets as they're learning the game to get the flow in their brain. And then from there, it just depends. If you have a higher amount of money, most people buy like a booster box. If you can find the Kickstarter booster for $150 or less, I say it's worth it. And then you just go from there. One of the things that I like is faction breaks. So if you have a group of friends that want to get started in the game or want to build up your collection, you one of you buy a box, and then the other people pay you like whatever the split is, and you each pick a faction, and then you just open all the packs, and whoever picked Muna gets all the Muna cards, so on and so forth. But yeah, I have a lot of information in the Discord, or there is also the podcast which has an episode. I have Spotify open, so I can post that exact episode. So if you like listening to podcasts, this is kind of where I explain the thing that I put together. All right, so we have a Faunus versus Atasia here. In my experience, it's really hard for Tasia to keep up with a Faunus. We see a tied adventure track though, which is good to see for the Tasia. Lyra Thespian tech here. We'll see what kind of a Faunus we have. Also dope to see Psychos on the Tasia. Pretty sure he was playing Traced for a long time. Good. You better be doing your homework. The points will probably take me a bit to give to everybody, but I'll start working on them tomorrow. And I think the leaderboard bot is going to be a lot more beneficial to players, so I think you guys will like it. I'm not sure how often people pulled up the external Google Sheet to check their standings. Do you get a point for showing up? Yes. The only thing is I switched it because, in my opinion, I thought it made more sense to give less points for showing up and more points for a win. So you still get the free point for showing up, but winning gets you a little more. So 3 points, yeah. So the breakdown should be, yeah, participants earn 1 point for participating, and participants earn 2 points per win. And buys do count as a win. I need more buys. All right, let me look at this unique spindle here. If I at least if I had to lose, I got to lose to Simon. That was it the Kojo matchup against Tasia, also a hard one. At dusk, if I have 2 or more boosts, you may return a card other than me from your reserve to your hand. So this super chino is how I would say it. Um, says they are a pretty new player. They have a very good Aphanis unique for a new player. I drew my Mulan in the opening hand. Is that you're unique Mulan or regular? Ooh, the Yeti though. Now that I love Yeti, I wonder if I should revisit Thespian. I know people have had a lot of success with Thespian, but I've just never been a Thespian kind of guy. I had kava today for lunch, which is like a Mediterranean version of Chipotle, and way better than Chipotle. If you have one anywhere near you, I highly recommend it. That falafel wrap is so dang good. I'm kind of ashamed of myself because it's my new favorite falafel wrap, and I get a falafel wrap from like 3 different like local small business Mediterranean places. But kava's just so good. All right. So we got this. Mage Dancer is going to draw a card. Yeah, this Aphanis is doing really well. Chat moving so fast, no one will see that I played Kojo. Yeah. This is a chat that I could never keep up with. Too many viewers. I don't know how to handle it. I'm just a noob. I like the board state from the Tasia, but the Aphanis boosts and spells just too strong. Card advantage off the charts. Going to have first turn coming up. The Thespian is going to be in play, but Mage Dancer versus Thespian, I take Mage Dancer. I drew all 3 of my Yetis. Ah, I hate that. How do you, this is the first time you've done Ace though, right? How did you feel about the best of 1 single elimination? Not that it's ever going to be anything else, because I like being opposite of what AWOL is, so that kind of people have a choice between, 2 different styles, but I haven't tried kava yet. There is a rotating sushi bar next to it that I always go to. I mean, hard to argue with rotating sushi bar, but if you ever need like a quick lunch or dinner, definitely give it a try. I get the crispy falafel wrap, and I just get it basically as is, but I add crispy pita strips. So good. All right, we have a unique Wukong here. If you control 2 or more plants other than me, target character gains 2 boosts. When a character you control gains 1 or more boosts, up to 1 target character gains anchored, 3 or less, of course. It is kind of funny because it's called crispy falafel, but their falafel's a lot more soft. But it's so good because very often when you have falafel that's like nice and crispy on the outside, that means it's probably also really dry on the inside, or at least mostly dry. But theirs is very good, soft, not dry, but it's good stuff. They also have other things, but I don't eat any of the other things, so. All right, so the Tasia is all played out here. This is a really good setup. The Tasia can start snowballing now, even though the Aphanis is close. Ooh, you know what's scary about this, though, is if there is a small step. I think how big... Oh, the off you go. My cat's trying to get in. Gotta come in all the way in. I was gonna say how big the Wukong is. It might be hard for a Faunus to overcome both sides to get close enough for the small step, which is still the case even with the off you go. So I think we're gonna go to another afternoon here. Oh, and this mage dancer got anchored. I looked away for a second and didn't catch that. Yeah, that's gonna be scary. You wanna come say hi, bud? Come here. Oh, you feel like you just ate some food. This is Revan. This is my son. Hey. Like the Star Wars character, yep. Thanks for hanging out, Draconis. Thanks for playing. I'll see you later. Yeah. I named him, of course. Ooh, the double mage dancer. Hypothetically, if there's a small step in this Aphanis deck, only needs to win one side. But maybe there isn't. Maybe that is why the split on the mage dancer. Yeah, second mage dancer just hit the board. You got it. I got it. And we have a rare Spindle Harvesters, which is going to continue to anchor if it has one or more boosts, which it does. Up to one target character is going to gain anchored. Oh, one of them's going to get hit with Off You Go. I got to assume it's the Wukong. Yes. And you had 2 in hand. With that many cards, yeah. Not me typing errors where I can't correct them. It's okay, I can read between uh typing errors. Wait for it. I just love how this match started with the Faunus being like, I might take a little longer because I'm super new. And then just destroys his Faunus. Why'd you jump off just to jump back on? Because you're a cat? That's why. Do they have $500 spindle uniques? Yeah, they have one. I mean, maybe not 500 because it needs 2 boosts, but it is a classic spindle. And there's a third one. A third, off you go, has hit the game. Hit the plants. Lost to luck, GG. Come on, psychos. Classics, PKP psychos right there. More like lost to a Faunus because it's a Faunus. I haven't been tracking my games because I'm still I am still testing my decks before I land on a final product and then start just grinding out games. So I don't really know what my my worst matchup is right now. Hey, Mandarin going the distance. Love to see it. Dang, how many free games you gonna get, Simon? You guys gotta show up. You don't get no points if you don't show up. Shh, I can't control it. Alright, we got creative against Belteshazzar here. Classic Tasia player against a classic Kojo player. Ed Enser versus Javi Navarro is having some salt in it. Classic broken unique complaints. Oh boy. Let's go take a look. Oh, it might be on my. I gotta. Yeah, you know. Oh, you can't see chat history when you spectate. You can only see it in like the tournament. Broken uniques, but the Nevenka's winning and I see no uniques. So, is it gonna fall apart here though? Yeah, probably. A lot to clean up for the Aphanis. I don't see any reason to be able to pick it back up. You don't play small? Navenka usually doesn't. What is going on here? There's the small step. We'll come back to Belteshazzar versus Creative. Looks like Kojo is 2 ahead. Oh, you hate to see the resupply on a Hydra, especially in Trial by Frost. Doing everything in your power to not stream me. All right. I'll leave that up just in case. All right. As I said, I probably won't play in the tournaments much beyond today. And if I have to be a stand-in for the championship, I will just do it. Usually I obtain enough points to be included and then only play if I have to, but I can just do whatever I want. When I gain 1 or more boosts if your reserve is empty. Damn, that's a whole lot of text. If you control 2 or more boosted characters, draw a card. Okay, I like that. I really like that for Tasia, getting some card draw. That is better than my Mowgli in some regards. Where's Simon at now? You literally ain't even playing a game. Oh, there you go. Now you get to play into this. All right. You just got to make it to the final match, and then that's how you get streamed, right? This ain't no bias against the strongest tables. Where'd you go, cat? Why are you not laying on your new house I got you? Ooh, the intimidation. Kojo's gonna stay 2 ahead with that move. See if the I'm assuming you're taking the card draw. Nope, went into mana. Maybe enough of a lead Not too worried about the card advantage that Tasia has. Card advantage is going to grow, though, unless... Hey, there you go. See? Isn't that nice, laying on that little house, bud? Do. Alright, let's check in on Javi Navarro and Starshine Shyman. Look at this fool and expert. Kojo versus Aphonis. This will be the first time I've ever seen Simon's deck. There is the Fire Rabbit, which I got flack for on Friday for not including it in my staple Trial by Frost Bravos cards. For these Ortis Cadets... Oh. I think my screen froze for a second. When you play a spell, if you have one or more boosts... Oh, God. That is cool. Create a recruit token. If you control one or more landmarks, you may return a spell from your reserve to your hand. I like that, cadets. That's cool. Going to be enough to get just a sneaky little move on the one nature here. Simon is going to take the lead by one region, sub-region, to be correct. We got a Buddha turn in the building. Oh, the off you go. Playing an off you go before a spell is interesting. Or before a character to boost is interesting. Makes me wonder why you would do that. Let's see what the next move is. That Tooth Fairy that is sabotage from anywhere and costs 2 mana from hand and from reserve. Pretty nice. Ah, I see the Flamel. Okay, that makes sense. Simon's still going to get a move here and is actually going to block the Aphonis. So very, very good turn for Kojo. Just beautifully lining up here. The Flamel does not get to return a spell. The Off You Go does not boost any character. All you need now is one win. Is this Tooth Fairy going to get hit with something right now, though? And it is. Tooth Fairy on Tooth Fairy violence. You hate to see it. And then the Ordis Spy. Are we going to see the discard of the Mana Orb? We are. Is there another Tooth Fairy? Oh no, Javi Navarro calls GG. A decisive win Again, Stephanus for Starshine. Simon, the legendary creator of the A-Wall tournaments, streaming and playing every Monday and Wednesday. Let's see, refresh this here. Ooh, Belteshazzar is about to take down Creative. There's just so much mana on this. Uncontested companion side here. You control 2 or more boosted characters, draw a card. Nice, nice. Oh, but the sleep. 7 mana. What is this last card in hand? Oh, and it is a bouncer. Belteshazzar is going to take that one. All right, Simon does take it down. Good friendly conversation in the chat. Love to see it. Okay, what do we got up here? Oh, shoot. Mandarin took down Gamma Knight. Let's go. Let's go, Citrus Frog. All right. So the winner of Belteshazzar versus M.A. Tradaushi. M.A. See that McGroy boy is also in M.A. I believe Batman's files do not have MA in there yet. How many players did we have that were missing? I wish it told you that specifically. Because when you do a single elimination, it crosses out players' names once they lose. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 MIAs, it seems. Control F the words some players were missing. Yeah, but this is small potatoes. I just gotta scroll and read, and then we're there. Oh, there's still a match to be played. So we got El Wee Wee and Iron Arma going on. So there's still another match to see who plays against Mandarin. Ooh, the Fen versus the Fen. Looks like we have about 12 minutes left of game time here in this one. El Wee Wee currently in the lead. Sub-regions are basically matched up in some regard. Lyra Scald here, you may discard a card from your reserve. If you do, each character controlled by target player gains fleeting. Yeah, that's pretty rough. We see the good old Magpeng Hoarder. Dang. What a... Maybe not... Well, yeah, great. Save it for next turn. Very good resupply. And this Paper Herald also returns a card. So the Off You Go is going to be in play. This is just a common Anansi, so it's only going to boost based off of what is in El Wee Wee's reserve. A rare one would go hard right now. Best resupply ever. It was a very good resupply. So the Off You Go coming out against the Aloe Vera already. That was a remnant from last turn. So we have all new stuff to see here. Interesting to see the Esmeralda played from reserve. I would think it could have been a very good target for that Joyride when the other cards here are a Aloe Vera. I guess this Scald can't really do too much. And the Esmeralda does have the stats to match the sub-regions here on Companion, so... I see. The Tanuki can be picked back up. The Off You Go can be picked back up. Picking up the Tanuki now would stop the Joyride being played, but it looks like taking out the characters in the expedition is going to be Elwiwi's priority. Saving it, though, to see if the Joyride does get used. Whichever Fen and Crowbar loses this match, that Fen and Crowbar is kicked out of the band. Let's take a quick look at how the rest is progressing here. Belteshazzar going up against a Siggy. Things are neck and neck right now. We do see the Haven for Kojo, though. Going to be a pretty good advantage. See some pretty good cards and things set up here with the Floral Tent and the Milk. I actually won a match tonight? Hell yeah. That's 3 points. What are you targeting here? Ooh, targets Tanuki. Again, gives it anchored, unfortunately. For 1 mana, though, it's kind of like after you see what you're going to do. And now Elwiwi is out of mana. The stats here, though. The Joyride being right there gives it 2 boosts. It's going to be just short. Very interesting to see. Iron Arma might have been betting on a sleep with that Silent Night. Oh, but there's a Twinkle Twinkle. So betting on going to the... Well, actually, they're could not. There could be something. Because the Silent Night. Oh, no. Interesting. Interesting choice to play that. The Tanuki being anchored and the Anansi being put to sleep, though, is going to give Elwiwi a pretty big advantage in the arena. Ooh. And the Nyala to resupply with the Off You Go in reserve. Even better. Luck off the charts. I guess that 4 on the dice was my GG. Okay. Definitely looking like a GG now. Good friendly chat here. Congratulating for Elwiwi taking top placement in a tournament yesterday, losing against a fellow teammate. And the off you go. Goodbye, Penguin. Now Wee-Wee's gonna take it down. Alright. Belteshazzar versus Tradaushi? Ooh, neck and neck here right now. Kojo kind of has the harder time with the single element subregions. Both managed to pull out an advancement. What do we got here? When my expedition fails to move forward, sabotage. If you control a token, characters you control gain 1 boost. That is going to go pretty hard from the reserve here. But there is the double haven for Kojo. Not seeing anything as far as we can tell that would remove permanents. So those have been the same 2 havens the whole time. Placing a mana there is bold. Oh, the resupply of the mana eruption. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, that does not have any other characters. Dang. Yeah. Not even worth casting the mana eruption. Very, very unfortunate. But that Legat or Legate, however you ask how they pronounce it, very strong from reserve. All right, now Simon gets to try to take down a Siggy. We've got Elwiwi going into Super Cano. I'd probably say Super Chino, but don't know if that's it. All right. Now, before we load into this game, a word from our sponsors. Just kidding, an ad ran recently. If I need to log into, I think, Streamlabs because I'm not getting my ad updates, because I can postpone them if they're in a bad spot. Blah, blah, blah. What's my password, guys? Do you know? Let me tell you what it is real quick. Ay, ay, ay. And now I need to authenticate. I have a new friend invite on Steam. Who wants to be my friend on Steam? Proceed. Got it. Good. There we are. Okay, now we refresh here. And we probably see the game. There we go. We already missed an advancement from each side. One advancement for one advancement is really good for Kojo here on a non-Buddha turn, stopping Siggy from the double advance. Now we're going to most likely see the double advancement from Simon here, or possibly a block on the companion side. And there it is, the block on the companion side. If you would like to hire me to help organize or cast your altered TCG tournaments, please. I'm a very serious person. Okay. Tiny Jin is going to be fleeting here. This Baba Yaga is just a stat block. Cannot play both the Tiny Jin and the Trailblazer, though. Ooh. Going to see a Fire Rabbit. How is the Siggy going to answer here? Only needs 2 forest right now. However, the Tiny Jin does get a boost from reserve. So it's more like 3. Seemingly nothing that Simon can do over here on the companion side, though. Ooh, a unique. It's just something that can happen that you never expected. Going to put the Baba to sleep and give it boosts. Ooh, sacrifice a character if you do discard target permanent from reserve on the Sandman. The 4 cost from reserve, though. All right, let's take a look at the standings here. Gotta go grab the pack from my backpack, so I'm ready. All right, we're still waiting on El Wee Wee's game. Okie dokie. We'll see who the final match is. Ooh, are we going to see the Sandman sacrifice the recruit to get rid of that Haven? That Haven goes pretty hard this turn. Is a lot of mana. Could be worth it on that Baba Yaga side. Yeah, it's hard though. Another Sandman comes out. Going to put the recruit to sleep. Oh boy, this is interesting. Oh no. There goes the unique Sandman. Now it's going to currently have a advancement on the hero side for Simon. Not too hard to get blocked in here though. But that Haven is going to stay out seemingly. All right. Just going back and forth here. Staying one advancement ahead, though. Always good against Siggy. With a Haven on the board. What are we going to clean up here? Gotta be... Sadly... Mr. Pinkbeard, right? Yeah, there goes Mr. Pinkbeard. Nothing to sabotage for the spy. Ooh. I like that resupply of the Isunboshi, though. Going to be very good on that Serengar. 2 mana. And then... play the Ortis Spy over here, maybe. Potential double move. Oh, we see the Monolith Legate. The tension. Oh, the pass from the Siggy. No. Oh, gonna save the spy to get rid of that bureaucrat right there. Perfect. We do not want all of those characters getting a boost. Because from reserve, if you control a token, characters you control gain 1 boost. All right, let's check in over here. Ooh. Looks like the Aphanis is doing very well with 2 mage dancers here. But we see this Icebound Taiga being very close to popping. I'm assuming that's what's gonna happen right here. Bada boom. Interesting stack all on one side. But those mage dancers are super hard to contest with. And the dragon is only a 5/5/5. Would have only taken 1 spell on this side here to overcome that dragon shade. All right, we will come back to that game. Let's refresh this one. Oh no. I broke everything. Ooh. All right. Face to face here. Not too much exciting in the reserve for the Sigismar. Still 2 of these havens out. I feel like permanent removal is causing Siggy some trouble today that we've been seeing. You comfy, Revy boy? You're half hanging off, dude. All right, what do you got, Siggy? Got enough mana left to remove the Pathfinder, but that's not gonna do much. Okay. Yeah, no thing to block the mountain. Simon takes it down. Yeah, there's just not enough mountain in everything that Sigismar showed us. That was not gonna look good either way. All right, here's one of the other semi-final matches. hitting this Sneezer Shroom with the Helping Hand is going to be really good here, and get it up over the Dragon Shade, but also saving the Shroom for a bit. There might be some other options on picking back up some of these spells. We'll see what the Aphanis does. Winner has to play Citrus Frog. I have like another 30 minutes before I play again. That's what happens in Swiss when I lose really quickly. Poop break. There you go. Snack break, drink break. Ooh, the Conjuring Seal. That is not quite what I expected to come out here from the Aphanis. Maybe fishing for a small step still. Wireless headset? Hell yeah. That's what I get. Alright, let's see. Yes, we're waiting for the winner of this match to go against Mandarin, aka Citrus Frog. And then the winner of that match is going to go up against Simon in the finals. Congrats to Simon for already securing a spot in the championship. Date TBD. I'm gonna try to basically just let the season go until right before set 3. Which, if it runs the same as set 2, set 3 was announced for June 6th, right? So if they do a pre-release, that would be May 30th. So I'm thinking the season might go until May 18th. But I'll take a look and I'll get that squared away soon as well. When I originally put it together, they hadn't announced the set date yet. At the start of next match, I might need to take a quick pee break. Stand up, walk around break. Dang, that double card draw Lyra Scald, though. Well, I guess not double card draw. For a second, I thought both of them triggered upon entry, but one is from hand, one is from reserve. So technically still double, but not in the way that I was meaning. Both of these characters at some level can be mathematical in figuring out what cards to put in reserve and what cards to try and pick back up, what cards to use. This Fen, next level in that regard. Going to discard one magical training to pick one up. I think Elwiwi usually runs small step, don't they? So maybe they're looking for that right now. I'm going to figure that out. Let's see. Most recent. No small step. Oh. Tried something on the 26th. El Weewee's been doing some interesting cooking here. Now that I'm looking at some of the deck lists recently. So there could still be a small step somewhere in there. But the last two events, El Weewee has not played it. But did play it as early as the start of February. Ooh, the cloth cocoon. Feel like one we don't see as often now, but the cloth cocoon is going to be the card that seals the win for El Weewee. I also just realized one of the hardest things about giving you guys points is going to be the fact that people never match their names up. All right, so it's going to be El Weewee versus Mandarin PJ here. I'll get the game loaded up. And then I got to run to the bathroom real quick. Okay. I realized we had a good amount of new players, and there might not be matches to the names, so all right, I will be right back. Okie dokie. And we're back. Uh, oh. Hey, hey, hey. What are you doing? I'm trying to type. All right. Oh, Mandarin, you're playing Siggy? You went to the dark side? No. What are you doing, bud? You're also getting my Venom shirt so hairy. Nice. That was a nice pickup. Hey. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, the rallying call. I like to see it. I don't think the prince was asleep, but nice just giving it one boost. Interesting to see the cloth cocoon discarded. It is kind of a sitting duck if there are any more spies. Might be going for a big play right now, right here. Cocoon won't do anything next turn. Yeah, true. I see what you're saying. That's why I'm all about Lost in the Woods. That's why I'm about Lost in the Woods these days. What are you doing? Hypothermia, though. If you got Rallying Call, you're gonna have hypothermia, right? Maybe, possibly. It's not bedtime yet, bud. Why does this game feel like it's going so fast? I never see people play this fast. The Rallying Call is just gonna be used for a boost. That Paper Herald is going to come out again. Going to do some switching around here. Pick up the Off You Go. Maybe. Yep. Pick up the Off You Go. Aye. So hairy. All right. What do we got here? That's going to be it for the Siggy. Oh, and Fen passes too. So we're going to go face to face on both. There is a card and mana advantage. It's pretty big here for the Fen. Going to be a lot of options. Oh. There is another spy. That is going to make sleight of hand not as useful at the moment. Ooh, and this is all that Siggy has here. And it looks like the game is going to go to El Wee Wee. Unfortunate, just not enough cards to have enough options there at the end. But well played to Mandarin PJ. Love seeing it. That is going to be a good amount of points for the season. And now we just see who gets to take home the Trial by Frost booster pack, because Simon and El Wee Wee have both auto qualified for the championship. This one is for the goods. And also even more points, but you guys don't really need points anymore, so now you can just go sip drinks in the sun. No pressure. It's going to take a minute for the game to load. Why do I not have these tabs matched up? There we go. Ah, breaking everything over here. Trying to get out now, bud. All right, and we are in it. Okay. Early lead from Simon on Kojo here. We're going to see that Lyra Scald come out to start building some card advantage. There is a Haven. Ooh. Not sure if that is a resupply that Simon wants to hit, but there is that Mulan there. I guess, yeah, it's not bad because it loses fleeting as long as you have 2 boosted. It is a target for Tanuki now, though. It's not bad to have in reserve because it loses fleeting very easily. But probably a nice surprise to have from hand. Nice. Resupplying the Magpeng Hoarder, though, also great. There's been some really good resupplies this night. Interesting to put the Esmeralda in the reserve. Be cool to see what El Wee does here next. There are a lot of stats on the other side for Simon, though. The Magpeng is going to block the hero side and just tosses out an Ink Caster for good measure to draw back up maybe the Esmeralda or the Nyala. Maybe even the Sleight of Hand so it can start mixing around cards. Sleight of Hand gets rid of the Esmeralda, doesn't need it. Bum, 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 bum. Nice. Another nice Hathor resupply right there. Are there too many options now in the reserve for returning things to hand? Yeah, this Mighty Jin is going to be very strong from reserve right now. Are we gonna see a dragon come out in a little bit? The Mulan is played. Can you remove? Oh shoot! Look at that! What a great sequence. Mulan becomes the second boosted character and removes fleeting from herself. Going to be very hard for El Wee Wee to get around this one unless there's going to opt to just go on the other side. Block Simon in that solo mountain region that he was likely trying to avoid. Mighty Jin goes into the mana. My hair is something else today. Making it look like I have no hair over here. Ooh, the double. This could be good. I don't know if you want two of them, but also kind of rough that the Anansi is here because you want things in the reserve. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe you play one and then play the Anansi. For the Mulan to work, we do need to see this tiny Jin come out. Or like a fire bunny or something like that. Sending the salvager back to reserve is not a very good call at this moment because it will allow a resupply and then the double boost from 2 havens. But we'll see if El Wee Wee has more things to put down in reserve. Ooh, the Tanuki. Goodbye, Mulan. Now all of China knows she's gone. Or some remark like that. Based on the movie. That's a very big tiny Jin though. Look at that though. The 7 Mountain and the Chiron comes out to seal the deal. Good job, good job. Congratulations to Starshine Simon for winning the first week of the Ace Season 3 Tournament Cup League fight party jamboree. All right, so in the championship, their attendance willing, Starshine Simon and El Wee Wee have locked in their positioning, and I owe a pack. I hope you pick a day I'm free. What day are you not free? Just send me all the days you're not free, and then I will definitely not pick one of those. Some Sundays I'm busy. Such a busy guy. All right. Thank you everyone for playing. I will add. Let me go to intermission.